I remember the day my mom left and she never returned. My sister and I were very young. I was about 4.5 years old, and my sister is just a year older than me. And we were totally alone, didn't know what was going to happen next. Well, we were placed into an orphanage. And I was excited about meeting lots of children. I was excited to have lots and lots of friends that I never had in the village. But then I met the caregivers, and I got to know the kind of abuse that went on there in that place. And it was even worse than the abuse that I received from my father at home. But by God's grace, I was transferred from that orphanage, together with my sister, to a new orphanage to begin school. And that is the orphanage where I received an Operation Christmas Child shoebox. But that faithful day in the year 2000, when I was 10 years old, we were told that we're going to have a special event and for all the children to go to the gym. None of us knew what this day will bring. Well, as I walked in, I saw this huge pile of boxes. There were shoe boxes, beautifully wrapped in Christmas paper, and it was just the scene of it was so exciting. And being a 10-year-old girl, some of the items that meant the most to me were these precious hair clips. I remember seeing the girls around the city who had parents. They had hair clips and they looked so beautiful. But when I was 10, finally, I had several items that were beautiful and shiny, and they made me look and feel beautiful. When everything settled down and children sat down and we got a little bit more organized, we were told that today is a very special day. And actually these gifts represent even a greater gift. And they shared the gospel message with us. I was 10 years old, and I remember that message to this day. They talked about a God who we could call our Father, and Jesus, His Son, who came from heaven down to earth to provide for us a way to His Father. And they invited us to accept Jesus into our hearts as our Savior, so we could also be adopted into this royal family. You know, all the kids in the orphanage dream of being adopted. So this was, I mean, the greatest message we could have received is the invitation to be adopted. And so, of course, I prayed to receive Jesus. In 2002, I was adopted indeed to a Christian family where I got to learn more about Jesus. And over the years, my faith has grown. And oh my goodness, it is so clear. There is no mistake in why Operation Christmas Child exists. Is to transform lives, to build believers and evangelists. I am one of them. Praise be to God.